Today we're jumping into a really powerful idea about healing. One that kind of flips our most common instincts upside down. So let's get right into it.
Everything kicks off with this idea, which at first might sound totally wrong. I mean, our natural reaction to getting hurt is to back away, right? To avoid that pain no matter what. But what if that very act of avoiding is the thing that's keeping you stuck?
So, let's talk about why we're calling this an illusion. When you've been hurt, your instinct is to build walls, to protect yourself. And that makes total sense. But here's the thing, while it feels like you're protecting yourself, you're not actually changing anything deep down. Now, I love this word here, preserves. Think about it, like canning peaches. When you avoid the pain, you're not getting rid of it. You're just sealing it up in a jar, perfectly intact, just waiting to be opened up again later. It doesn't solve the problem, it just kinda puts it on a shelf.
And this brings us right to the heart of the issue, what the source material calls the mind's painful script. You can also think of it as a psychological pattern, and this is way, way deeper than just a bad habit.
So here's the crucial part to understand. This pattern is something your body, your actual nervous system, has learned to expect. It's memorized this sequence of events as just normal, standard procedure, even if that normal is incredibly painful.
In this cycle here, this is what that script often looks like. It starts with trust, right? You open up, but the script says that what comes next is pain, which leads to loss, and the whole thing ends in disappointment. After this plays out a few times, your body just starts bracing for it every single time. And that is the internal tug-of-war that so many of us feel. Your brain, the conscious part of you, wants a totally different story. You want the happy ending. But your nervous system, your body, is already tensed up, expecting that same old painful crash landing.
You know, this is exactly where a ton of self-help advice just misses the mark. We think, okay, if I can just understand my patterns, if I'm aware of the script, then I can fix it. But honestly, it's not that simple.
You can analyze your old scripts all day long, but just being aware of it isn't going to rewrite a single word. Real, deep, lasting change only happens when you create a new, lived experience. Your mind needs proof, but there's a really important catch.
This new experience can't just be another round of the same old painful cycle. That doesn't work. You don't heal a wound by poking it, right? The key ingredient, the one thing that actually lets you change, is safety.
Okay, so what does this new, safe experience actually look like? In practice, how do you even begin to create it? Let's break down the different pieces.
It's all about finding these new balances. It means, yeah, you can open up, you can be vulnerable, but without completely dissolving into the other person. It's about trusting, but not blindly. You're still watching for the signals. You let yourself feel things, but you stay connected to your own 2 feet, grounded. And maybe the most important part, you always hold on to your power, the right to walk away.
And that right to leave, that's the game changer. That's the thing that shatters the old script. It introduces a brand new rule to the game that just overrides everything that came before it. And I mean, just look at the difference here. The old script was all about what you had to do for them. You had to endure their behavior, explain yourself over and over, wait for them to change, try to save them, or earn their affection. The new rule, it's so simple, and it's all about you. Choose yourself. That's it. That's the whole rule.
The second you actually live this, the moment you choose your own well-being over the painful situation, that is the moment of change. It's a brand new experience that sends a huge message to your brain, and it literally rewrites that core programming. The new rule becomes, I don't have to stay here if it hurts.
And when you start living by this new rule, a whole new reality starts to open up. You find out that you can be close to someone without losing yourself. You learn that you can trust someone without being naive, and you can feel things deeply without betraying your own needs. And that, right there, is the bottom line. You can tell yourself never again 1,000 times, but your mind, your psyche, it doesn't believe words. It believes experience. Action is the only language it really understands.
So as we wrap this up, the real question isn't just about understanding your old patterns. The question to really sit with is this: What's one small, new, safe experience you could create? What's one step you could take where you honor your boundaries and choose yourself, just to prove to your own nervous system that a different ending is finally possible?